This is the Manga Xanadu Manga Dome podcast. I am your host, Laurie Henderson. Join me on this journey into the world of manga, where a river of reviews flow through caverns of commentary down into the latest news. Welcome to the Manga Dome. Episode 54, Manga at Sakura-Con, the weekly wish list. There was no podcast last week since my family and I were at WonderCon all weekend. Good thing it's a short list this week since I spent most of my money on Doctor Who vinyl figs. I've been drawn into Inuboku SS despite my initial misgivings, so I have to get Volume 3 to see what happens next with Ririchiro and Soshi. Even though I'm woefully behind on it, Umineko When They Cry Volume 6 is a volume I will still get, though going digital is very tempting considering how huge these volumes are. Crunchyroll Corner. Crunchyroll has announced a new title from Koji Seo, the creator of A Town Where You Live, which Crunchyroll is also currently streaming. Fuka follows Yu Haruna, a boy who has moved to a new town and meets a strange girl with no cell phone. She is Fuka, a girl who seems to have a strange allure that draws people to her like a summer breeze, and Yu is caught up into a wild love story. There are currently 12 chapters available, though 1 through 11 are available to premium members only. The Top 10 Department. Since I took off last week due to attending WonderCon, I've got some catching up to do. Starting with Viz, the first top 10 is for the week of April 8th, 2014, and there is a new top title. Dead Man Wonderland Volume 2 debuts at number 1. Dawn of the Arcana Volume 12 debuts at number 2. Naruto Volume 64, last week's number 1, falls 2 to number 3, while Itsuwari Bito Volume 11 debuts at number 4. Chibi Vampire Volume 2 debuts at number 5 and is followed by Magi Volume 5, which also debuts at number 6. D&: Angel Volume 2, the other select title, debuts at number 7, while Bleach Volume 60 falls 6 spots to come in at number 8. Case Closed Volume 50 debuts at number 9, and Nisekoi Volume 7 holds out again at number 10. Rolling right into the list for the week of April 15th, 2014, another title takes the top spot. One Punch Man Volume 2 debuts at number 1, while Naruto 65 moves up 1 to number 2. Bleach Volume 60 jumps back up 6 spots to number 3 and is followed by last week's number 1, Dead Man Wonderland Volume 2, falling 3 to number 4. One Punch Man Volume 1 returns at number 5, along with Knights of the Zodiac Volume 21, which comes in at number 6. Whistle Volume 14 debuts at number 7 and is followed by Knights of the Zodiac Volume 20 at number 8. Dead Man Wonderland Volume 1 returns at number 9, and Chibi Vampire Volume 2 falls the furthest, ending the list at number 10. These digital top 10s are very volatile compared to print sales. The top title can change weekly, and the debut of a new volume can bring back older ones. Both of these lists have had this happen with One Punch Man and Dead Man Wonderland's second volume debut shooting up sales of their respective number 1s. Shoujo has really taken a beating these last 2 weeks too, with 1 to 2 titles only charting. I'm happy to see one of them is Chibi Vampire. I still love that series. This time, it's not the New York Times' fault, but mine for not having a list, so here's another 2 weeks in a row. For the week ending April 12th, 2014, there's no change in the top title. Naruto Volume 65 stays at number 1. Crimson Spell Volume 3 debuts at number 2, while Sword Art Online, Aincard Volume 1 moves up 2 to number 3. Bleach Volume 60 moves down 2 to number 4, as Wolf Children Ame and Yuki move up 4 to number 5. Attack on Titan Volume 1 falls back 2 to number 6, while Magi Volume 5 debuts at number 7. Attack on Titan Volume 2 returns at number 8. Fairy Tail Volume 36 falls back 2 to number 9, and Alice in the Country of Clover Nightmare debuts at number 10. Moving on to the week of April 19th, 2014, the top title keeps on not changing. Naruto Volume 65 takes root at number 1. Fairy Tail Volume 37 debuts at number 2, as Sword Art Online, Aincard Volume 1 stays steady at number 3. Dead Man Wonderland Volume 2 debuts at number 4, while Attack on Titan Volume 1 moves up 1 to number 5. Wolf Children Ame and Yuki fall back 1 to number 6, while Magi Volume 5 holds at number 7. Bleach Volume 60 falls another 4 to land at number 8. Attack on Titan Volume 2 falls back 1 to number 9, and Attack on Titan Before the Fall Volume 1 returns to end the list at number 10. There are some interesting holdovers on the list. Wolf children Ame and Yuki have now lasted 3 weeks. That's pretty amazing for a pricey and heavy hardback. Could the anime movie be helping to keep sales up? Sword Art Online, Eincard has done pretty well too. It's gotten some good word of mouth. It also has an anime, so I don't think the power of crossover media should really be questioned any longer. Manga at Sakura-Con. Over Easter weekend, while I was running around WonderCon in Anaheim, picking up Doctor Who vinyl figs and getting into pop vinyls, up in Seattle, Sakura-Con was going on, and, unlike WonderCon, manga publishers were there with new announcements. At least 3 publishers had news to announce: Yen Press, Dark Horse Comics, and Viz Media. Yen Press started out their panel by dropping a bombshell. They had not only licensed the light novel series A Certain Magical Index, but they were creating an imprint for light novels. Yen On is the name of the new imprint, and along with their new license, previous light novel titles Spice and Wolf, The Melancholy of Suzumiya Haruhi, Sword Art Online, and Excel World would also be part of this new line. A Certain Magical Index follows Toma Kajimo, a student at Academy City in western Tokyo. Toma is an Esper. His right hand, the Imagine Breaker, has the ability to negate any supernatural power. He meets a young nun named Index, a rival magician who has 103,000 forbidden books from the Church of England in her head. This meeting leads Toma into a world of conflict between the scientific-based Espers and the magic and religious-based magicians. Also to be a part of the Yen Online is the new license Is It Wrong to Try and Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? A series about a hapless adventure and a failed goddess. While A Certain Magical Index sounds really interesting, I don't know about Is It Wrong. Just the title gives me a bad feeling, but I could be wrong. It won't hurt to check out the first volume. I call this announcement of a light novel line a bombshell because light novels have not traditionally done well in the U.S. But Yen Press must be doing well with the line, since they not only continue to license light novels, they aim to push to publish 24 in the next year. That's 2 novels a month. Here's hoping it does do well. Along with the light novel announcement, Yen Press also announced several manga. King of Eden has an interesting pedigree. It's written by Takashi Nagasaki, longtime collaborator with Naoki Urasawa. On his own this time, he has created a series that is reportedly a new masterpiece in the grotesque. This will be a simulpub with Chapter 1 going up digitally worldwide on May 1st. Yeah, the grotesque description has me wary of this one. Godere Sora Nagihara is another title I'm wary of, but for a different reason. Here, character Nora Nagisawa leaps out of the pages of a manga into Shota Kamakawa's life for some 2-dimensional love in a 3-dimensional world. It will be available in November. Love at 14 has a lot more potential. It's about 2 unusually mature teens, Kanata and Kazuki, who are in love. Even though they are smart and very together, they're still teenagers. I like the sound of the series, but the addition of bittersweet in the description keeps me from completely embracing it. It will also be out in November. Angel of El Hamburg is by artist Aki, who also wrote Olympos, also published by Yen Press. It is another 1-volume story about 2 childhood friends whose friendship starts to crumble from jealousy and contempt after a lady appears, while an angel who lives in their castle watches. I loved Olympos, and this title sounds like it has a similar theme, so I'm looking forward to this one. It will ship by the end of October. Also announced was a print version of the novel Another, which was previously digital only, and Pandora Hearts, Odds and Ends, an art book for Pandora Hearts. Another will be available in October, and Odds and Ends will be available in November. Dark Horse had a couple of new licenses to announce too. Of little surprise was the announcement of the license of Clamp titles Legal Drug and its sequel Drug and Drop. Both titles center on Kazuhara Kudo and Rikyo Himura as they work in the mysterious drugstore Green Drug. Drug and Drop reveals some of their past as well as the background of Green Drug. Legal Drug was originally published by Tokyo Pop, so this is technically a rescue. The first volume of this 3-volume series will be released in September. Drug and Drop is a new license, with the first volume coming out in January 2015 and is currently 2 volumes. I might check these out. Next, they announced the 3-volume Oreimo spin-off series Kuroneko. This spin-off will feature Ruri Kuroneko Goko as the heroine instead of Kirino as the light novel series did. The first volume will be available April 2015. I wasn't interested in the first series, so I doubt I'll be interested in the spin-off. Two titles that might be interesting are both by Satoshi Kon. Though known as an anime director, Kon created manga before his directorial debut. Opus is about a manga artist that gets sucked into his own work. The series was left incomplete, but Dark Horse will publish the edition with the ending as sketch storyboards. It will be 1 volume and will ship in November. Seraphim 2666-13336 Wings was illustrated by Kon and written by another well-known director, Mamoru Oshii. It is about 3 wise men and a girl named Sarah who embark on a journey to solve the mystery of the fatal angel disease. It is also 1 volume and will be available in February 2015. I enjoyed Kon's only other manga in English, Tropic of the Sea, so I will hopefully enjoy these 2 as well. Dark Horse also announced that they will start to make Clamp manga available digitally, starting with Clover in May and Cardcaptor Sakura and Chobits in June. I've been looking forward to this. I would like to read more Clamp, but I don't want to add any more physical books to my library. This is the perfect solution. Viz Media didn't have any new licenses to announce. Their only noteworthy announcement was that World Trigger, a title that was only available in their digital magazine Weekly Shonen Jump, will be available in print in October. The series follows geeky Osamu Mikumo, who fights against invaders from another dimension known as Neighbors. With the help of his humanoid neighbor friend, Yuma, he co-ops other dimensional technology to use against the evil neighbors. This is another series I'd like to try, and with a simple pub of the first 2 volumes of print and digital, I guess I will. Thank you for listening to the Manga Xanadu Manga Dome podcast. You can find links to the stories and books discussed here in the show notes at manga.jdragononline.com. You can email me with any questions at xanadu@jdragononline.com or leave a comment on this post. Rate me on YouTube and follow me on Twitter at Manga Xanadu, all one word. Until next time, farewell from the Manga Dome.